The ancient Egyptians believed that the human soul consists of 7 unique parts, each with its own role in life, death, and the afterlife. These parts work together, but they're separate entities. Khat is the physical body itself. It is the vessel for all other parts of the soul. For the Egyptians, preserving the Khat after death through mummification was vital. The Egyptians believed that without a preserved body, the other parts of the soul would have no anchor or home to return to. The Ka is the vital life force which is created at birth. It is depicted in Egyptian art with 2 upright arms on its head. It symbolizes the double or the twin of the person. Throughout your life, the Ka gives energy and life to the physical body. The Ka is born with each person, but it can continue after you die if housed correctly during your life. The reason for mummification was preserving the body was thought to give the Ka a place to dwell. It's consciousness. The Ba is your unique personality, your memories, your experiences, your emotions, your character traits. Unlike the Ka, the Ba can move freely. That is why it's depicted as a bird. The Ba can travel between worlds while maintaining its connection to the physical body. The Ba is supposed to move freely during the day, traveling in both spiritual realms and the earthly world. Each night it would return to rejoin the body, the Khat and the Ka. The Ib is your heart. The heart is the only part of the body left inside during mummification. It is seen as the seat of your emotions, your thoughts, your intentions, your morality. The Ib holds the record of your moral decisions. It's what's determining your afterlife destiny through constant judgment. After death, the Ib is weighed by Anubis. Anubis weighs it against the feather of Ma, who stands for truth and justice. If your heart balances against this feather, you're judged as pure and you can enter paradise. If it's heavier, your soul is destroyed, ending permanently your existence. Egyptian priests thought that they could control this or manipulate the scales by accompanying the Ib with a specific heart scarab that is designed to prevent it from giving away too much information, suggesting that the Egyptians believed that the heart could betray one's misdeeds if not magically controlled. Personal opinion? I don't think a scarab's gonna help you, babes. Ren is your true name, the spiritual essence contained within your name itself. Egyptians believed that names held deeper spiritual power. Speaking or writing somebody's name helps maintain their existence, their identity, and their memory. So conversely, if you keep talking about somebody, you are reinforcing their existence. The Egyptians believed that without a name, one ceases to exist as a distinct identity. Speaking someone's name keeps them alive in the afterlife, and knowing someone's true name gave magical power over them. So names were inscribed in multiple locations to ensure survival. This is like the earliest record of Ali was here. And forgetting someone's name is akin to erasing them completely. So remembrance ensures immortality. The Sheut was depicted as a silhouette or shadowy figure. It was sometimes shown as the completely blackened human form, an ever-present but intangible projection of the self, the part of you believed to contain protective qualities. In life, the shadow is seen as ever-present, constantly attached to you. It provided protection and represented the presence of an individual in the physical world. The Egyptians believed that the Sheut survived death and would stay around the tomb for protection, acting as a guardian, providing spiritual protection for the soul. Ghosts. The Sheut is the most mysterious part of the soul, a symbol of both life and death simultaneously. always with the person, reflecting their actions and their character. Shadows were considered extensions of the self that could potentially be manipulated with magic. Black magic. This is something that most Egyptian priests avoided. Rituals with shadow interference are taboo. Sorry, I don't know if this was AI, but in my defense, I got it from EgyptianMythology.com. Anyway, Ak is the transformed, enlightened spirit, a state that is only achieved if you pass successfully through the after-death judgments, balancing, and ritual. After-death judgments show up everywhere across all of the ancient cosmologies. Ones that developed independently of each other, which is weird. If you're a good person, your Ak then lives among the gods and with the other perfect spirits, and you are able to interact and communicate with both the living and the divine. Achieving Ak status means you've successfully completed your spiritual journey, and you now can exist as a divine being. But at this point, you dwell among the stars rather than remaining in the body. One of the most intriguing and lesser known practices of Egyptian cosmology was letters to the dead, communications that were written to the Ak of their ancestors and placed in tombs. The living world would then await a response through their dreams. This practice reveals that they saw the Ak, especially of their ancestors, as an active intermediary, guiding the soul's journey. The ancient Egyptians saw humans as complex beings with interconnected spiritual parts. The Egyptians understood that the self is not a single, simple thing. It's layered. You've got physical, emotional, spiritual, moral, social. This runs in quite drastic contrast to Western thinking of I think, therefore I am, which treats your identity as a fixed I rooted in ego. We can rethink the self not as one stable thing, but as a system of parts working harmoniously together. Some are personal, some are collective, some are relational. This worldview opens space for us to be more flexible and compassionate in how we understand ourselves and others. The Egyptians didn't imagine a binary heaven and hell. Each part of the soul has different tasks after death. Some stay near, some travel, some change form entirely. Death is a transition of roles, not the end point of existence. Whether you are spiritual or secular, this offers a way to think about death that's less final. Even when somebody is physically gone, their memory and their presence and their ability to communicate and guide you remains.